Hey, what's up, Reefers? And we're back. After tearing down the rockwork to catch the really cunning Royal Gramma, I reassembled the rockwork, and after a night, the water cleared up again and everything is back to normal. I was able to do some tweaks while I had the rock out. The bottom portion was always in the shade before, so I was able to move the top rock back slightly, just so that the bottom portion is not as much in the shade. And I was having a terrible time trying to fit the frog spawn back. I could not find the same spot again. So I had to experiment for like 20 minutes, just finding a spot where the frog spawn will not tip over. Finally, I was able to find a spot, and I had to use the other piece of rock to kind of anchor it down a little bit. So it's a little bit precarious, but everything works out. One thing I'm really sad about is that I did have to remove the Manipura Capricornis at the corner right here. And I was not able to put it back in the original spot. So I had to really quickly build a new epoxy kind of mount. And as you can see, I did a pretty half-assed job. Like, its natural growth pattern was pointing up, now it's kind of sloping down. And it's a little bit too late because the epoxy hardened, and I think like during the process it kind of dipped a little bit more. So I tried to move it again, but it's in there good. So I don't want to risk breaking it into pieces. So I figure I'll just leave it, and as time goes on, I guess it'll start growing upwards again. I think it's a good thing because like before I remounted the Manipura cap, it was kind of shaky. Like if I touch it, it'll shake. And I feel like that mount was not sustainable as it grows. So it's a matter of time where I have to remount it. So that's fine. You may also notice that I moved all the Rickodia to the inside of the bay. Because I noticed that the mini colony on the outside, right next to the glass, was getting blown big time. Like the polyp was flipped backwards and stuff like that due to the deflected water flow. So I kind of moved the zoas out to the kind of like the high flow area and moved the Rickodia inside, and things seems a lot happier. And as I was moving things around, there's some huge Bristol wart, man. It kind of freaked me out a little bit, but I tried to ignore them as best as I could without freaking out. And let's see. So you may notice that the glass is getting a little bit dirty again. It's a combination of all the crap in the water as I stirred things up, as well as algae growth. And I noticed that I don't have a lot of snails now, so I may need to replenish my cleanup crew soon. And all these algae on the sandbed, it's actually not spreading, it's just there. But they're in clumps now. Like I tried siphoning them out, but they're like chunks. As I pull them out, I get some sand too. So I don't know. I may do it one day. I just kind of pull it out and add some new sand in. Or if my local fish store will start stocking sea cucumber again, or even like fighting conch, I may get one of those to help me clear the sandbed. I think CJ had the really good recommendation of diamond goby, but because of some of the fish I'm going to add, I probably have to shy away from the diamond goby because they're too similar, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So that is pretty much it with the display tank. Things are kind of back to normal, except we're missing 3 fish. We're missing the Bengal cardinals pair and also the really cunning Royal Gramma. And let's say hello to them. So as you see down there, immediately you see the Royal Gramma. That is his new spot right there, because I don't have a lot of rocks in the refugium. And don't let that fool you, he's super active, he's completely healthy now, and he eats like a pig. And in terms of Bengal cardinal, the pair has been living down here for a while. And the other one jumped actually. For some reason that guy keeps going over there now. Before it was okay. I think the Royal Gramma may be chasing it. But yeah, they're living down there, and I actually listed all 3 fish for sale at my local Reef Club's forum, and as expected, the Bengal cardinal pair went really fast. I listed them for $60 for the Bengal cardinal pair. These are the one that tried it to breed. The male carried eggs 2 times, except they did not come to full term. And I listed the Royal Gramma for $15, and nobody wanted it. Well, actually, let me take that back. So one person offered to buy the pair of Bengal cardinal right off the bat, so he got it. and 2 other people made the offer to get all 3 fish. When I told them that I do not have the pair of Bengai anymore and just the Royal Gramma, I never hear back from them. So I guess they're not interested. So we'll see. For now, they are living in the refugium, kind of decimating my population. But yeah, well, just let them have a little buffet before they head out, right? And for whatever reason, I decided to do like a spring cleaning. Well, spring, maybe that's why. I decided to do a spring cleaning of my sump. If you look down here, there's a bunch of crap detritus right there. That's actually not bad. I actually siphoned out a lot already. So I think that contributes to my algae bloom, definitely. So I cleaned that out. As I was doing a water change, yes, this is my 5th one, or 6th one. The water level dipped a little bit below what it's used to. It dipped below the return nozzle. And I noticed the return is really, really weak. It's just like a trickle. It's not even like it's supposed to like spray out, right? It trickles down. That tells me that the pump is not too efficient. So I gave it a vinegar bath, hoping that maybe whatever's clogging up the propeller, I'm able to clear it out. But unfortunately, that did not help at all. Now I don't remember if the pump was this weak to begin with, because when I turned on the pump, the tank was already full, so I don't see the water return. But at this point, I think I might just buy a new pump. If I remember right, this is the Enheim 1250 that came with the whole tank setup. So I may just use this pump for the refugium if it is not overkill. And I'll buy probably one size larger than this. Or maybe, yeah, probably one size big enough. And I'll hook that up. Oh, look at this little guy coming out. I'll try to fish him back into the refugium so they can hang out a little bit. So while I am cleaning the sumps, I also cleaned the skimmer. It was dirty. It wasn't pulling anything out. So after a little cleaning, I mainly just cleaned a collection cup. It was all clogged up. Now it's finally running nice again. So hopefully this will all help in pulling the excess nutrient out. Now, moving back up a little bit, to address the dirty sand bed, CJ Aquarium recommended the Diamond Goby, and this fish also came highly recommended from the local fish store that I really trust. Unfortunately, because of the new fish addition that I'm planning, I won't be able to add any Watchman Goby type of fish. And I wouldn't tell you what I got because I ordered them already. I'm so bad. I was going to, here's a quick story. So I get one of those email notifications from Live Aquaria every day at 6 o'clock, because before I was looking for those Da Vinci clowns, and they have that from time to time. So after I got the Da Vinci clown, I just kind of left the notifications. I still receive it every single day. And after I caught the Royal Gramma and I caught the Bengal Cardinal, I started planning to see what are these fish that I'm going to add to my tank, like something more unique, and something that I've always wanted. Not that they're not great, but I feel like, okay, I got a year with them, let's try something different and let them go to other good homes. So I got a pair of something. Well, obviously it's a Watchman Goby type of fish, because I just told you that they probably won't do too well with Diamond Goby. So it's a type of Watchman Goby pair, and it's going to come on Wednesday. Actually, back to that story. Sorry, I'm jumping around. Actually, I saw the pair 2 days ago. Is it 2 days ago? No, sorry. I saw them on Friday. I saw them Friday, so 3 days ago. I saw them Friday as I get off work. On the way to the metro, I received the email. I'm like, oh man, I've always wanted that pair. But then they were expensive. And then my tank, I just redid the rock work. Things are still kind of calming down. I was like, all right, let me be patient. Let me just wait. So I was debating. I was debating whether I should pull the trigger or not. So I added to my carts. I added the pair to my carts, and I waited. Finally, I was like, all right, let's do it. Chances like this does not come often at all, because I rarely see those fish, especially a pair, on the diver stand. So I waited, but when I made a decision, of course they were sold already. So I was kicking myself like, oh man, So over the weekends, I'm just like, okay, maybe it's for the best, you know. And then, of course, I regret it even more after I see that my tank cleaned up so nicely, and everything seems to be okay. So I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'll just be patient. And what do you know? This exact same pair came back on sale. Exact same photos. So I guess whoever ordered them kind of changed his mind or something, and they were back on sale on Divers Den. So this time, I was like, all right, this is a sign. I have to get them. So right before I headed out to the gym a couple hours ago, I just added them to cart and checked out. So they're shipping it tomorrow, Tuesday, and they should arrive at my house on Wednesday. Works out because I actually work from home that day. So yeah, I guess I'll let you guys kind of guess. I'll let it marinate a little bit and let you guys guess what pair of fish I have. And I feel like most of you probably know what it is. And yeah, I guess I'll make a video on Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday's out in a little bit, so you guys can take a look. But all right, this sorry, I just kind of rambled on today. But yeah, this is just I wouldn't say quick update. This is a pretty long update since the rock tear down to catch a Royal Gramma, and a pair of Bengal Cardinals are going to go home. The Royal Gramma still needs a house, and if anybody is around the Rockville Gaithersburg area is interested in giving the Royal Gramma a nice home, let me know. And with that said, I wish you a good night, and I will talk to you guys later.